It begins quietly. No sound, no smell, no color. A gas so subtle that it can fill a room without anyone noticing, until it's too late. This is carbon monoxide, a molecule composed of just one carbon atom and one oxygen atom, yet capable of shutting down the human body with terrifying precision. When inhaled, carbon monoxide slips past the body's natural defenses. The lungs cannot distinguish it from oxygen. Both enter through the same pathways, both bind to the same red blood cells. But here lies the danger. Carbon monoxide has an affinity for hemoglobin more than 200 times stronger than oxygen does. Once it attaches, it refuses to let go. The red blood cells that should be carrying life-giving oxygen to every organ become hijacked, paralyzed, transporting nothing but a silent poison. Inside the bloodstream, chaos unfolds. Deprived of oxygen, cells begin to suffocate. The brain, heart, and muscles, the organs most dependent on oxygen, are the first to feel the impact. A person exposed to carbon monoxide may feel dizzy, disoriented, or nauseous, symptoms easily mistaken for fatigue or the flu. But beneath that confusion, neurons are dying, cardiac tissue is starving, and the body is quietly shutting down. What makes carbon monoxide particularly insidious is its stealth. It does not irritate the lungs like smoke. It does not sting the eyes like chemicals. It deceives the senses, lulling its victims into a deadly calm. People often fall asleep, unaware that each breath draws them closer to unconsciousness, and then to death. The mechanism of death is as elegant as it is cruel. As carbon monoxide saturates the blood, oxygen levels in the tissues drop dramatically. The body attempts to compensate by increasing heart rate and respiration, but the effort is futile. Without usable oxygen, cells switch to anaerobic metabolism, producing lactic acid and acidifying the bloodstream. The result is multi-organ failure. The brain swells, the heart falters, and the victim slips into a coma. This microscopic sabotage can occur in minutes. In high concentrations, a single breath may be enough to cause collapse. Yet, at lower levels, exposure over hours can be equally fatal. A slow, creeping death, often mistaken for natural causes. Families have perished overnight due to a faulty heater, a running car in a closed garage, or a malfunctioning generator. The stories share one haunting trait: silence. Scientifically, carbon monoxide's danger lies in its simplicity. It forms during incomplete combustion, whenever carbon-based fuels like wood, gas, coal, or oil burn without enough oxygen. This can happen in homes, vehicles, or even outdoor spaces under the right conditions. The tragedy is that every year thousands of deaths occur from situations that could have been prevented with proper ventilation or simple detection devices. But carbon monoxide does not only kill, it can also maim. Survivors often suffer from long-term neurological damage. The gas's interference with oxygen transport doesn't end when breathing resumes. Once oxygen returns, it can paradoxically worsen the damage through oxidative stress, producing free radicals that attack brain cells. Victims may awaken alive, yet altered, with memory loss, movement disorders, or permanent changes in personality. On a molecular level, the story becomes even more fascinating and terrifying. The carbon monoxide molecule not only binds to hemoglobin, but also to other oxygen-sensitive proteins in the body, including myoglobin in muscles and cytochrome oxidase in mitochondria. These bindings disrupt energy production at the cellular level, effectively cutting power to the body's internal machinery. It's as if every cell in the body experiences a blackout, one by one. The human body has no built-in sensor for carbon monoxide. Evolution, it seems, never prepared us for such an invisible enemy. In nature, our ancestors rarely encountered enclosed spaces filled with exhaust gases or malfunctioning furnaces. Only in the modern age, with cars, stoves, and generators, Did we invite this invisible killer into our homes? In a way, carbon monoxide poisoning is the perfect modern paradox, a product of progress, born from our mastery of fire and fuel, yet capable of exploiting the very systems that sustain us. Technology gives us warmth, power, and light, but when balance falters, it turns against us in the quietest of ways. And yet, from a scientific perspective, carbon monoxide remains a molecule of dual nature. In small, controlled doses, researchers have discovered it may have therapeutic potential. Studies suggest that carbon monoxide produced naturally by the body in minute quantities can act as a signaling molecule, reducing inflammation and protecting tissues from damage. The same chemical that kills at high doses might, in the right context, heal. It's a stark reminder that in biology, dose defines destiny. This duality, between harm and healing, silence and death, is what makes carbon monoxide such a profound subject for scientific reflection. It teaches us humility before nature's design. Something so small, so simple, can disrupt the intricate symphony of human life with devastating precision. The next time we light a fire, start a car, or turn on a heater, we should remember the science behind the comfort. Every flame that warms also consumes oxygen. Every spark that gives light also carries risk. Carbon monoxide reminds us that progress always comes with a shadow. It is the invisible proof that even in our most advanced age, survival still depends on awareness, on understanding the unseen forces that surround us, and in that understanding lies our greatest protection.